They do math stuff, and it's like I've played plenty
many
of maths.
maths.
I know what the maths want to do, so I will just beat those options.
I don't want to be too biased, but
I will be.
I'm gunning Henry to win this.
One's Team Henry. We need Chaler's his viewers, his Twitch viewers, to come in and support him to make up for these biased commentators.
There is even though it's expected, I kind of think it's expected for Henry to win. I still want to see it happen because seeing Henry decimate anyone is amazing.
It is.
It's a great feeling.
It is such a good feeling.
I remember back in the day with the weeklies and the Sloth, seeing Henry win them. I loved those.
The Sloth wins are sad times. Sad times for all.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think he wanted to hold ledge there. I think he meant to fall off and up air.
But the real problem here is that Chaler is an aggressive Falco, and they're similar skill levels, but this is the kind of Falco Henry loves to play.
Yes. Yeah. He'll get upset and tilted if he thinks you're trying to camp him, or do anything remotely lame. So if you don't do any of those things, you're playing against Prime Henry.
Exactly, and this is the worry.
This is exactly what Henry wants. Literally, you just like nailed it. And I think, like, not only in theory are you correct, I think what we're watching is exactly that.
Yeah, I think we're watching Prime Henry.
Yep. We are, and Chaler's just all over him.
Just heavy reads off.
But not in like a all over him,
like
in a defeating way.
Like an amazing way.
Like a fly.
Like, yeah,
but Henry's just like, oh, this is great. I'm
just
so much bigger
landing.
than you.
Yeah. Keeps landing on Henry, and it's being swatted away.
Yeah.
Only has so much strength. But Chaler's putting up a fight. Chaler playing on box, so very...
Hear the clicking across the room.
Yeah, very loud, but Chaler's got a very strong movement style for the box.
Yeah.
Which I find pretty respectable.
Yeah.
I've tried playing Spaces in the box, and it's awful. the angles and...
Oh, box is too scary to me. It's too new.
It's fun.
Strange,
it's fun
unusual.
to be completely like awful. It's like playing one-head melee.
Yeah.
Chaler's brought it all the way back, but this is why this set is so dynamic, because there's not really fear from Henry or Chaler.
I think Chaler, I was talking to him yesterday about like mentality, and he was saying that he really struggles, like, since swapping to box, his like confidence in his play has kind of plummeted. Which I understand. Yeah, and one of the problems when like, and the same as like, you know, when you go away and come back, the ego doesn't really go. So you think you're of a certain level, you think you should be beating certain people, but when your skill goes because you're either rusty or you've switched, it's hard to manage that at the end of the day. You don't want to see yourself taking losses and playing serious tournaments where you think you could do some way because you've switched or because of some other issue. Just not. I'm sure it's upsetting. Yeah. Yeah, like you want to just play your best. It's hard to be so obviously like, oh, I am not as good as I used to be. And that was like one of the things, like, he was saying that like the box has allowed certain techniques that he was doing to just get way better and way more consistent, but then others have kind of went down a lot. Yeah. So it's hard to accurately determine, am I now at the skill level I was?
Or is there trade-offs being made?
Yeah, are the trade-offs not in my favor, you know?
Yeah. But ultimately, you'll acclimate to the controller and get used to it.
Yeah.
It's been quite a few months since Chaler started, I believe. But
8
not
months.
So long. 8 months.
Yeah. So it's like a decently long time. It's almost a whole year.
But it's not, especially after years and years of playing on pad. I'm sure it's not.
It ain't the same. It's a really good up air as well.
What do you think about FD against Ganon? When you're an aggressive Falco, I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure either, but that like specific description of what stage do you pick when you plan to be aggressive is like maybe you should use the stages that you picked more. I think.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, and I think sometimes like simple things can happen. Like like I don't know if you've noticed this, where some players you will counter someone's option, and they do a good option, and you counter it, and you don't even necessarily need to get a lot from your counter. You just like, I beat your option, and they go, okay, I'll stop doing it.
Yeah.
And they get like scared by it. I think that was happening with Chaler's like laser, but he was
Yeah.
like Henry, like he side beat through like, twice, and then he stopped doing it completely. Yeah. When that's more of a sign of, okay, think of the ranges that you're using it at.
Some side note is that Chaler theoretically has a lot of counter characters as well, with Acre being the best in their local region. So it's very interesting to me to see Henry doing so well.
Yeah.
It theoretically all makes sense, but Chaler should be quite comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's still scary when a character has such large hitboxes and, you know.
Yeah, Ganon's always scary.
Whenever you get in. Oh,
He did it!
oh,
The thing! I said it!
Lasered.
And I almost think, even though he didn't get lasered, like that's enough to bother Chaler.
That will definitely bother Chaler.
Chaler, yeah.
Chaler's trying to.
Sorry, there's too many French. Shaw and Che, and I keep getting the tag wrong.
There's secret lore. Did you know that if you change around the words in Chaler, it spells Rachel? That's secret lore.
Whoa. It's incredible.
That is pretty incredible. But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. That's secret.
Nah, it's a secret. Just between you and me.
Just between me and you, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So that's 2 games up to Henry.
Yeah, I mean, a reverse 3-0 is possible. Henry looking happy about it, though.
Henry's hard to reverse 3-0.
I don't imagine it happening.
Yeah.
Though I imagine Chaler will start to play a little bit more patient to try and counter Henry, but we'll see.
I think. Oh, we'll see. I guess this isn't like much patience. Well, that's a good start.
I mean,
just running in all the time.
You're gonna see some dashbacks. You're gonna see some lasers mid stage.
Yeah, I think we'll see it early, and if Henry plays correctly to begin with at handling it, then I think Chaler will drop it immediately and go back to exactly what he was doing. That's the
But it
classic.
doesn't look like that's what's happening.
So far, so good, yeah.
So far, so good for Chaler.
Sometimes this is like, you get Ganon to high percent, you start off strong, and then they pick it up, and they bring it all the way back.
And it may be like 70% difference, but they're at the same percent. They're at the same percent, because they're both at like the same percent.
I was going to say as well, and almost specifically this is almost Ganon favored, because it's like,
yeah,
his moves are big, and they hit, and even up air would kill, which is really quick.
This is.
I think that's supposed to be an up air.
I hope it was meant to be that. That was awesome.
I don't know if that's Henry's MO. The up smashes.
No, I don't
seen
think
him go
I've
for
ever
it.
seen Henry do an up smash, but I was excited. I was excited for it. I do sort of wonder how Chaler's been doing.
Yeah. That's like the first pretty big punish we've seen from Henry's side B missing.
Ooh, what was that?
Some nice movement, yeah, as well.
Some movement.
So Henry went for like 4 or 5 side Bs. One of them connected. He got like 50%. Which is pretty huge versus Falco. I think Falco doesn't want to take percent in this matchup.
No.
Because that happens and you die.
I kind of don't like FD because It simplifies edge guarding and it simplifies being hit so much with aggro. Unless you're planning on playing like across the stage, I don't think FD was a good pick because
It's not
you take percent and then you just fly away. You just fly away. Whereas Ganon has all the pressure in the world to just keep you. But Chaler's bringing it back.
Don't agree with that very much.
I do not either.
Yeah. Ganon's just falls a bit too slow. It's got to be like an incredible mix-up, you know.
Chaler has brought it to even. Yeah, brought it to even. But keeps missing those techs. Doesn't really have the tech timing up for, which has been allowing Henry to get these.
Henry's edge guards as well have not been great. Like up to par, which has given so many leases of life.
That's. I kind of half expected Henry to SD.
I didn't know what he was doing.
I thought Henry was going to like down B or something.
Yeah.